Ladies and gentlemen, here comes to video number 2. All right, same thing. Now we're dealing with the rectangular prism. We're going to find the volume and the surface area. Rectangular prism. Like I said earlier in my other video, step 1 is for you to redraw the base. Redraw the base shape. In this case, our base, if it's not shaded, right? They didn't shade it, so you don't really know which rectangle to go with. Then you can make an executive decision and pick a face, make it your base. I'm going to pick this one. All right. If it's not shaded, just make an executive base, go with it. Trust me, we all going to get the same answer. All right, so we picked this one right here. We're going to roll with that. So I'm going to redraw it right here. So I'm going to try my best, right? It looks something like this. I know it's not the best. All right, so the formula was V equals big B times big H. All right, so let's find each one of them. Big B. Like I said earlier, big B is area. This time you're dealing with the rectangle. All right, it's big B of this rectangle. All right, so the formula is length times width. So we should have 10 times 7, which give us 70. Circle that because this number will go in here for big B. All right, next is, let's use a different color. Let's go with this. Big H. Big H is the height of the prism. How tall is a prism? It's typically the number we quite haven't used yet. So the height of the prism is 18. I'm gonna write 18 here. All right, now let's go ahead and plug it in the formula. So our formula says, how am I doing it here? V equals big B times big H, right? Big B was 70 times the big H, the height of the prism, is 18. Therefore, the answer is, come on, my calculator, let's get to work. All right, so 70 times 18, I get 1260. All right, volume check. Now let's do our thing with, let's go and find the surface area. On the surface area, like I said, step 1, redraw your shape. We have a 7, we have a 10. All right, we are going to find total surface area here and lateral surface area right there. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and start with total first. The formula is SA equals B times big H plus 2 times big B. All right, parameter first. Cool. Parameter of this thing right here, that means add the sides. So 7 plus 7 plus 10 plus 10 parameter equals, so that should give me 14. 14 plus 20, we get 34. All right, now let's do big H. Big H, it's 18. How tall is the prism? That's 18. Now let's move to big B, right? Big B. Big B is the area of the shape that I have redrawn here, which is a rectangle. In this case, length times width, which is 7 times 10, which is 70. All right, I'm ready to plug everything in the calculator here because I have all my numbers. So let's go. So surface area, it's, let's do it on the top here. It's much easier. Surface area, it's P times big H plus 2 times big B. And I already know that parameter, it's 34. The height of the prism, 18 plus big B, it's 70. All right, so what's the final answer there? Calculator, come on. Let's get to work. 34 times 18 equals, all right? And then plus 140, 752 for the total. All right, now let's do the lateral. All right, cool. For the lateral, if you remember the formula, it was the lateral, it's LA equals perimeter times big H. And the perimeter, we already know the perimeter is 34. And we know big H is 18. Then all we have to do is simply times it. So I'm going to put it on top. LA, it's perimeter times big H. And we know perimeter is 34 times H, which is 18. All right, what does that give me? Come on, calculator. Let's get to work. 34 times 18. 612. Done deal. You got the rest.